Good morning. Oh, I need to turn that down. Turn the furnace down there because you can hear the noise. Good morning. It's Jody Fitzgerald here, coming to you live in Winnipeg Beach, Manitoba, Canada. I am a licensed family dog mediator, and I am the CEO of Fitz Your Dog Training. I'm sitting here. As I was just getting ready to come on live, sure enough, all my dogs started doing some switching around of space here. So yes, I'm here to talk to you and help you understand dogs better, to help you know that you can understand dogs better. We can join together in learning about dogs and learning what each dog needs. And we don't need to use any aversive methods. I really believe in empathy and love and giving them what they truly need, because we are all such different, unique beings. And that includes dogs. They're very, very different in what they need, each individually and uniquely, with depending on the things like the genetics. For sure, genetics make a huge difference. Excuse me. I didn't expect everybody. I got Ginny beside me. She's been recovering from surgery, and trying to make the experience not traumatic, and helping her learn to trust me, that we're going to do the best for her and that we're going to make sure she's safe and she's okay. It's hard. So I like to talk about a different way of dealing and understanding dogs. It's based on ethology, and it's from Kim Brophy is the one who has created this amazing model that we've been using, and it's growing. I'm happy here in Manitoba. I have had a few people contact me just recently, so to learn more about it. And I'm hoping more people are going to jump on this model bandwagon and start looking at dogs from a different lens. And then when you really understand dogs and you get to learn them from who they are and what they really need, it's amazing the difference in the training that you want to do training. First, you need to really understand who and what the dog is, and it can make such a difference when you try and when you do things with them, and you can get a relationship through these things, with all these fun classes and everything. But it's first of all, you need to really understand who the dog is and what they need. Here's my Ginny. Oh, she doesn't want me. Oh, she doesn't want me to hold her. Look at my Ginny. She says, "Okay, Mama, I just want to sit over here." See her little growls? She's talking to me and I'm listening to her. So when you want to take a look at learning, when we really want to take a look at learning dogs, I love the approach of applied ethology, looking through the lens of L.E.G.S, looking at the learning, the environment, the genetics, and the self of the dog. Really offers a scientific, holistic based approach rooted in applied ethology. It helps us to move beyond labels, beyond the dog that we're stuck with. It's a bad dog. It's not doing things that we want. Why is my dog doing this kind of things? This really offers us an opportunity to look at the behavior and guide us to respond with empathy, respect, and understanding. And the first place to look, one of the first ones, is actually the learning, the environment, and the genetics of the self are all very important. But just to keep it in order, I'll start with the learning. Dogs are always learning. We are always learning. Everybody is learning by the experiences in their life. Everything that happens, every little bit, one bad experience can really make us, it can stick in our head and we can remember. Just for an example, I was thinking of this the other day, how because I was in an accident a few years ago, somebody drove into the side of my car in a parking lot. Now I have learned this event happened, and I've learned to be way more cautious and in parking lots, because I was very cautious that day. It had nothing. It was not my fault, but now I have a bit of a fear, or definitely a little more insecure in parking lots when I'm driving. I'm trying to stay away from where it's really tight and where there's a lot of cars. And that's a learned experience. And dogs are learning all the time. You take a look if they've ever had any aversive methods used on them. If somebody doesn't recognize, you need to like recognize your dog's body language and learn your dog's body language, and to recognize maybe when they're afraid, when they need some. Oh, you okay? Oh, my little girl. You need to learn when they're maybe a little more support, maybe they need a little more room. Space is huge for dogs. We put them in these smaller places, and we need to understand and recognize when they're not comfortable, and we need to um, help them feel safe and comfortable. By learning to read the dog language and understanding how they communicate, we can recognize their subtle signs of stress or discomfort or fear before the behavior escalates. You really need to respect these signals, build trust, and create a foundation for positive communication to be able to be with your dog. And when you I mean, a simple example of how fast they learn is how when you go to get your keys, or when you put your shoes on, or when you go to grab the leash, they learn very quickly. We need to build trust and create good relationships so that they will feel comfortable and safe in their environment. So that's learning. The learning environment, genetics itself, all fit really together. They have to work together to create a homeostasis. I love that word, homeostasis. So creating a homeostatic, is that a word? Environment, in life for them. The next part of this model that I would like to talk about is the environment. The environment is huge. How comfortable they are, what they've gone through, how they feel safe. Many dogs have never been in a house. Uh, Definitely here in Manitoba, we get these dogs from the reservations. Doorways are a big thing. And don't forget, it's all part of the environment. They felt safe when they were safe. They learned to feel safe when they were out in the open, and when they could get away when they were scared. When we bring them into a house or into a building, they don't have that. They're closed in, and that environment itself can be very difficult for some dogs. So we have to work with them to help them to feel safe. We have to recognize their behavior and give them what they need. The environment is the easiest thing for us to manipulate, and thinking about that is really, really important. Environment plays a crucial role in shaping your dog's behavior. Assessment and management involves identifying stressors or triggers, such as loud noises. Sometimes just moving some furniture can be stressful for a dog. You're going to look for unfamiliar faces, crowded spaces. When all of us went through this COVID lockdown, many people became anxious about going into environments where there were lots of people, being even like on the bus or going to a mall, anywhere crowded. We became nervous and scared and anxious about this kind of environment. And we have to respect that dogs do this too. Dogs, they need to have the space. They need the opportunity to get away if they need it. They need time to process. um, One thing I like to say is talk about is that when a dog, if a dog just stops and is looking around, like sometimes you just need to let them. There's that great word too. You need to let them slow down and digest and to focus in the environment. They need to know that they're safe. And sometimes it takes a bit of time, and we need to let them have that opportunity. And if they need more space, we need to give it to them. If you're closed in a house and your dog needs to, uh, you know, if they need a little more space, then you need to back up and give them the space. Maybe take them outside, give them the space that they need. This environment is just huge on how it impacts dogs, and what we're doing. The environment also can include things like what's going on in the home, the family dynamics. If you come home in a bad mood every day, and you just walk past your dog is going to be kind of like not sure what's going on. You have to realize how much we're impacting when, if there's fighting, if there's arguing, if you're upset, they're so huge on paying attention to the environment. It's just they have this they have amazing instinct to feel the energy in a room and in the environment. And we really need to spend time focusing on the environment. That's what we get to. We can manipulate the environment to help the dog feel safer and secure in it. The next one is genetics. This is the dog's view. I like thinking about a dog's view. So genetics are huge. They influence the dog's predispositions and sensitivities, with breed-specific traits, natural triggers, and inherited temperaments. Recognizing the genetic makeup allows us to set realistic expectation and tailor training and management strategies. So many dogs, like herding dogs, they need to make sure everything is okay, and we can help them by make sure the environment is safe, and we can help them by connecting with them, by learning their body language, by talking to them. There is ways, uh, we can give them activities. We can help them because they need to manage things. A herding dog needs to manage the environment, and we need to help them find ways to help them do this. And it's not that hard. And we also need to use our body language that we can communicate with them to let them know to check with us, and we can say it's okay, and they can learn to be like, oh, you've got this. They need to know that. And the other thing with genetics, big thing to think about is that dog breeds don't mix like paint. They don't mix like paint. And you can have two breeds, but the other ones are often still there. You can have a dog that looks like one breed, but shows all the traits of another. Very often that can happen, or some of the traits of another. So genetics is huge for managing and helping a dog in the world. A scent hound, that's in their genetics. So you can use these traits, these genetic predispositions to need to smell, to search things. You can actually there's lots of activities that can be done to help this, and really can make a change in their behavior when we offer these activities. Hi, buddy. Come here. Come on. Come on. I have a Herbie. I mean, look at this guy. He came to me. He has all sorts of genetics in there. He looks like where is he here? Let's see if we can get him up here better. Hi, buddy. He looks quite a bit like a Jack Russell, but he definitely acts. He's got that sight hound. I think he's got an Italian Greyhound or something in him. He's the best. Did you know? Look at you're on YouTube. You're famous. The world is going to see you. You like that sun. Look at the sun's moving, and he loves the sun. Hey? Aw. Yeah. Dogs are pretty amazing. So genetics offers us so much opportunities to understand who and what the dog really is and what they need. Genetics really offers a big solution to figuring out what they need. And the last thing is the self. Dogs are, how much they've gone through, how they're feeling. They can be with Ginger, she wasn't herself. It was because she needed her teeth done. She had some bad teeth. She got grumbly. She got miserable. And getting that fixed has already made a huge difference. So sometimes, age, they get old, they get sore, they get arthritis. Thinking about these things can make a really big difference, and taking them to the vet to get these things worked on and help your dog to be comfortable makes a huge difference in understanding your dog, because they need to feel physically comfortable too. And also the developmental age of the dog. If you have a puppy and there's things that are coming up, like yesterday they weren't afraid of something, and today all of a sudden they're like really concerned about it. Yeah, it can be their developmental stage, and we need to remember that and take that into account when we're looking at the dogs. And there is so many ways that using this model using this model can really help um, to examine what your dog needs and can make a big difference in figuring out how to help them be successful in life and to be dogs. I want dogs to be dogs. Our rescues are overloaded here. Our rescues are full. Our rescues are the staff are worn out. They're turning down people. They have to turn down dogs and animals that need help because they are so full. I want to help dogs stay in their homes. I want to help people understand their dog better, and I have had some great success. It does not take much to get sometimes when you understand the dog better and you understand their body language, you understand their needs, their genetics, you can come up with solutions that work really well. It can be simple, it can be fun, way to really looking at your dog, and every dog is so different. Um, it's really quite an amazing experience, and I want to help you with your dog figure out what fits your dog to make their life better. And we have to do this with every dog. Every dog has a different personality, a different life, a different genetic background, a different history. Some have trauma, all this stuff. With Herbie, he came from a very bad background. He was apparently in a crate for lots, and then he spent time only on this little deck that was full of feces. To not swear the word I'd like to swear, but he came with all, but he, despite being so badly treated for his life, he still just loves people. He trusts me. He loves everyone. And that's amazing that he can do that. Dogs do have this ability. They're looking to us for connection all the time. And I want to help what fits, your dog. I want to figure out what fits your dog's life. It fits your lifestyle. And let's get you there. I'm waiting. I'm ready to help people. I want you to please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please book a call. If you want some help, I'm willing to let you know what I can offer because I want to keep dogs in their homes. We have way too many dogs that are getting given up because people don't understand. It's not surprising, so not surprising when you get a dog and all of a sudden they're taking food or they're on, climbing on things you don't want them to because they don't know. They're not born knowing all this stuff, how to be in a human home, but we can help them. We can help them. And I can't wait to help you. Please pass this on. There is so much to learn, and I love doing this. I love helping dogs. I love helping people. So please book a call and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I really appreciate people that are supporting me, and I hope you have a great day. Take a look at your dog's view. Your dog is waiting. Your dog is waiting. I believe the dogs are waiting. They're sitting there. They're looking at you for direction. Let's point them in the right direction. Let me help you figure out what fits your dog and your family. So book a call. Subscribe to my channel. If your dog lets you, give him kisses. Not all of them like them. Give your dog a kiss for me. And, let's make the world better for dogs. Have a great day.